Let's begin.
What's cracking, people? Angelic Mayhem here. So, today I found a seed which I thought was really interesting. It's called moravian, and that's all lowercase, by the way. And down here in the southwest corner of the map, I found a mountainous island area. It's got a couple small lakes and some other stuff. And as you can see in the distance there, there's like, some overhangs and things like that. But this right here I thought was very interesting. This is a dead drop that if you accidentally stepped into it, you'd be done. You would fall to your death. But it's just this little tiny sliver of hole in the middle of this mountain. So definitely worth checking out if you're going to be down here anyway, which I think you will, because I did find some other things that I thought were interesting. For instance, here we are still in the southwest corner of the mountain, and we have pumpkins. No, I'm just kidding. There's more than that down here. So over here, you're going to find a lake that is completely surrounded by cliffs. And if you go directly to the southeast corner, you can actually walk, or swim rather, through the mountain and then out the other side. And there's a little bit of darkness down there, and there weren't any skeletons or anything like that there when I went there, but that doesn't mean that it's not, possible. Now over here, again on the southeast corner of the island, you will find this medium floater, and right next to it, a small overhang. And then the rest is completely surrounded by water. And then there is this one lonely pumpkin, who sadly is facing inward. You have to help him. Now, we're still working on this southwest island because there's a lot to see here. Now, I'm sure you remember that we came out of that area right there when we passed under the mountain. But underneath of these trees, there is a ravine that has been covered almost entirely by the mountain, but there's just enough of it to find something interesting. Now, this ravine has obviously some tall waterfalls and some tall lava falls as well. And there's also some exposed abandoned mine shafts here, which as a result of the lava fall are on fire. So all that is very interesting. And then I'll leave it to you to actually go back and investigate the abandoned mine shafts. I did not actually do that, so I don't know exactly what's back in there. But I did find something even better. Here, with direct access to the floor of the ravine, is an ender portal. So you don't have to spend any time finding it. It's right there. Now the rest of the stronghold goes back underneath of where the water is up top. So you can explore that as much as you want. But for me, I was just thrilled to find the ender portal. Those things are really hard to come by. So now it's nighttime, and we have moved into the center of the island. And while I was here, I found a fantastic cave system. This thing is absolutely just humongous. Immediately inside of where you come into this thing, you can see it drops all the way down to y equals 12. There's some diamonds down there and plenty of redstone. Without question, this thing is so complex that you are going to get lost if you come down here without a plan. So make sure that when you're setting up, for instance, like your torches and things like that, that you have them all set so that as you're entering the cave, you place them on the right-hand side, and then as you're exiting the cave, you place them on the left-hand side so that you always know where you are. And also, I would highly recommend bringing some signs with you so that you can explain to yourself as you post signs where you are. Alright, that's our pitfall again. I call it a pitfall because there's a waterfall in there, so if you did fall into it, chances are you'd probably survive because you'd land in the water. Now here we're going to go back in the opposite direction, and as you can see, there's even more cave here. But this is where things get really interesting. This section of the cave really opens up, and you get a lot of huge open spaces that are just really pretty breathtaking. And back in here, this is an absolutely humongous cavern. And I'm going to try and light it up as best I can so that you can get a good look at it. Now, as you can see, there's some gold in this cave, and plenty of iron and coal and things like that, as you might expect. So, plenty of possibilities. You could definitely have like a little house or whatever down here. So now, the very last thing that I'm going to show you is the nether. We're going to do this fairly quickly. This nether is very wide open. I'd like to thank you for watching this episode of This Old Seed. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button or subscribe to my YouTube channel if you would like to see more Minecraft updates in the future. I'm Angelic Mayhem, and I'll see you